Institute at Muncie. So we'll let Roberta take that picture. Colby, Ripley, Gibson, and Theo were quite a foursome at Muncie. The institution will never be the same. His Penn hit sponsor was the Lewisburg Veterinary Hospital, and his veterinary sponsor was the Loyal Stock Animal Hospital. Shirley and Theo. Theo is Shirley's successor dog to her first service dog, Murphy, who joined us for several days of team training. As with all of us who face the transition of adding a successor dog into a household where the retired service dog is still residing, Shirley wondered how things would go when she introduced the two dogs. We're not sure exactly what it was that Theo said to Murphy the first night they met, but his new mom quickly told him that it was not nice, and that Murphy was the queen bee in the household. From that point forward, Theo and Murphy formed a truce, and the balancing act of giving each dog what they need began. Theo and Shirley have worked hard to create a unique partnership, and right away Shirley commented how good it felt to once again have a dog steadying her and providing momentum as she walks. Theo didn't test too much and focused on his job right away. Shirley found that in some environments like Longwood Gardens in Philadelphia, she needs to slow down his engine just a little, as he tends to hurry to get with the group or see what's exciting around the next bend. Poor Theo. He had a few bad hair days with all the rain we've had. But it was on the washing day that he looked like a drowned rat. Most of the time, however, he relished in being the non-Labrador of the group, and he flaunted his flowing golden coat to all. But truly, his shining moment came at his certification test. He easily performed his go-pay at the Aunt Annie's pretzel counter, and proudly carried the paper bag containing the buttery, wonderful-smelling pretzel to the table for his new mom. But seconds before she took the bag, he dropped it on the floor. He realized his mistake, and he quickly went to retrieve it from the floor. But unfortunately, his foot was on the bag. It ripped. Still trying, he once again went to retrieve the bag, and he did, but the big yummy pretzel fell out. He had a problem. Mom had the bag now, but not the pretzel. So Mom asked him to retrieve the pretzel. Retrieve the pretzel but not eat it? Are you crazy? Being the wonderful service dog that he did as his mom asked, handed her the pretzel without eating it, and they passed her test with flying colors. They head home to New Jersey to a life full of fun, family, and friends. Would you like to talk, ma'am? I can bring it to you. Oh, good, she said.
I think we all sit here exhilarated but exhausted. Our trainers have worked people and dogs extremely hard. But once again, the CPL miracle has occurred, and you see before you 13 new teams ready to take on their transformed lives. Theo is my successor dog. My first team training event occurred at Darlene's house. Over the 7 years since then, I have seen CPL grow and be an incredible organization it is today. And I know that much effort has gone into this transformation, not to mention the generosity of all you people who contribute and work so hard behind the scenes, without whom none of this would be possible. I thank you from the bottom of my heart, each and every one of you here today. I felt incredibly blessed when I got my girl Murphy as my wonderful partner 7 years ago. She's waiting at home patiently for us to come back and tell her about our day, as we have done each of the past 21 days of team training. After surviving teen training once, I swore I would never do anything that crazy again. Like childbirth, you tend to forget the labor and think only of the miracle which has been produced. My second miracle is here beside me, thanks to all of you, to my family, and especially my daughter Shay, whose daily humor, support, and encouragement propels me from one day to the next. Thank you for giving me these 3 weeks of your life and your family and commitment. You are so special to me. And finally, to my teammates, Teen Tank Training has brought together a diverse group of recipients and support people who have shared an intense and incredible experience under the skillful guidance and support of our CPL trainers. On the surface, it seems this is all about our canine partners. For me, it is equally about the extraordinary people at the other end of the leash and the people who have accompanied you. Thank you for your examples, our conversations, your journals, and the laughter we have shared. You have taught me more than how to be a better partner to my dog. You have shown me how to meet life with grace, humor, and courage. I will miss you.
I need to take a few minutes to thank, what I wrote is several, but it's actually quite a few, other people without whose help we couldn't have gotten through these past weeks. First of all, I want my staff to stand up and wave their hands. Big stand up and wave your hands. Come on, guys. Step in so many ways during these 3 weeks to make it happen, and they're the folks that are out there answering our phones and evaluating our puppies and teaching our puppy homes and raising the money that makes us happen, and we couldn't do it if we weren't a whole team. I want to thank Megan Heilman. Megan, stand up. Megan's our assistant technology intern from the University of Pittsburgh. She came to us from the University of Pittsburgh. She was here every day, all day, providing support and assistance to anyone who needed it. We absolutely could not have done it without her. Come on up. She did keep our life a little exciting that one day with the car accident, but other than that, we were good with that. In the rain, car accident, in the rain. We want to thank the Winnaker family, who we got to meet. They are the hosts from Hosts for Hospitals, volunteers that opened their homes, hearts, and their family to provide Jamie and her grandmother with housing for all 3 weeks. We want to thank Pastor Moore and the folks from the Grace Baptist Church who opened their family, their home, and their church to Sam and Colby and housed them for 3 weeks. We want to thank the wonderful people who brought us lunches. Team training is about eating whatever's fast and quick before you fall asleep. And we have volunteers who bring us lunches throughout the 3 weeks, and that's probably the only nutritious food that we eat in the 3 weeks. The folks who brought us lunch were Jan Moore, Georgia Barbara Burkhart, Tori Dickenderfer, Debbie Parker, and Mary Ellen and Joe Weaver. The folks who understand that it's not all about nutrition and that there's just a basic need for sugar and caffeine to get through the day. And those are the folks who bring us our coffee and donuts in the morning. And they are Heather McCowan and her grandmother Carol, our bookkeeper Melanie Kuhn, Mike and Bev Krabs. Thank you guys so much. And I'd like to ask Ralph Gagliardi to come forward. Where is Ralph? There he is. Ralph and his company, Healthy Pet Food, sponsor the dog food for all of our dogs in their second year of training. They have done this for years. They save us huge of money, and they are a huge part of the CPL family. like are all his products prepared, go up and ask him if the best food to feed your dog. I want to take a minute to thank all the wonderful support people in this class. God, I hope I didn't forget any. We sure had a lot of support people making these 3 weeks possible with 13 teams. I want to thank Tammy, Janelle, Trina, Tom, and Anna. I want to thank Shay, Elaine, and Bob, Tess, Fran, sorry, I don't know if it's Dana or Donna. I want to thank Donna, Julie's their mom, Gloria, Elizabeth, Keith, Caroline, Pat, Mary, Alicia, and Jeff, Harvey, Karen, and Carolyn, Tom, Eileen, Molly, Kevin, and Vicki, and Eric. We couldn't have done it without you guys. And of course, I want to take a second to thank Roberta. And I don't know how you thank somebody who donates 3 weeks of her life twice a year at her own expense to come here and have us work her nonstop, tease her, abuse her, give her a hard time, and then she comes back and she does it again. And we really, really couldn't do it without her. I want to thank Eric Sullivan, my son, for creating the PowerPoint presentation that you've enjoyed today. And I want to thank Megan and Deb for taking all the pictures to share with Eric so that he can make this happen. I want to thank my husband, Robert Sullivan, who's at home sick with the cold that I gave him. We spent an awful lot of days laboring over a forge, making wheelchair adaptations, and working on harnesses so that we have equipment that works for our team. Christopher Reeves recently made a statement, which I included in the team training manual. He said, to be surrounded by people who believe in you is one of life's greatest gifts. Look around now and see the people who believe in you. Look around now, teams. You are surrounded by people who believe in you, are inspired by you, and we all wish you the best of luck. But it's going to take a lot more than luck. It will take dedication, consistency, ongoing training, and lots of love. Keep your lives exciting. Keep teaching your dogs new things. Keep them by your side constantly. And never underestimate your strength or theirs. I have a song that we play during graduation, but I'm going to hold off on it and just play it at the end when we're doing the receiving line because I know everybody's so hot and this has gone so long. So we're going to hold that, but I want you to listen as you're going through the receiving line saying hi to the teams. I want you to listen to the song carefully because it really epitomizes what the teams have done and the partnerships that they're entering into. I'd like to close with a poem for the teams. Following that, the teams will form, or stay in, a reception line here so that you can come up and meet with them. I ask that you not pet or talk to any of the dogs that are graduating today or any of the others who are working with past graduates. Puppies are available for any needed fur fixes that you might have. This is a poem that I've shared every graduation since the day that Sala left. And it's He's Just My Dog. He is my other eyes that can see above the clouds, my other ears that can hear above the wind. He is the part of me that can reach out into the sea. He has told me 1,000 times over that I am his reason for being, by the way he rests against my leg, by the way he thumbs his tail at my smallest smile, by the way he shows his hurt when I leave without taking him. I think it makes him sick with worry when he's not along to care for me. When I am wrong, he is delighted to forgive. When I am angry, he clowns to make me smile. When I am happy, he is joy unbounded. When I am a fool, he ignores it. When I succeed, he brags. Without him, I am only another man. With him, I am all-powerful. He is loyalty itself. He has taught me the meaning of devotion. With him, I know a secret comfort and a private peace. He has brought me understanding where before I was ignorant. His head on my knee can heal my human hurts. His presence by my side is protection. against my fears of dark and unknown things. He has promised to wait for me whenever, wherever, in case I need him. And I expect I will, as I always have. He is just my dog. So I would say that this is the end of our graduation. Listen to the song as it plays. We have tons of food. Please stay, visit. There are restrooms in the office, in the kennel, and if you go outside to the end of this building, you'll do the porta potties. For those of you who are going, please, just get this over with. Okay? So if we could form the reception line heading this way, that would be helpful. I'm sorry, I always do this. There are 2 people who would like to make presentations from the group. Well, it's going to be the guy that gets all tangled up in the microphone cord, too. No? Who's coming? You're coming. Bill was looking like he was scooching around there. I thought it was him.
As a group, we wavered and talked about what we could possibly think of to say thank you to all of you individually or as a group. So we talked it out, and we all donated money and got a brick. So we wanted to say thank you to CPL from all of us. Summer 2006.
And I'll turn over to Jen.
Thank you, Darlene. The supporters of the graduates of this class also thought about what to do as a thank you gift for everything that you see in front of you. And we had to send Roberta in on a spy mission to find out from the trainers what things they might have on their wish list. Interestingly, one of the requests was for an air mattress that would be very easy to inflate. We've had some seizure alerts and a lot of tired people who would appreciate this. But most of all, I think the dogs in the next class will appreciate this, because after watching 13 dogs with a bacon treat 3 inches from their nose while being teased, I'm sure they'll enjoy the trainers and recipients being teased with the air mattress. Thank you.
We will take the good news. Hold on, here's Megan.
Hi. I just wanted to say thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to be here for school. This is probably one of the most amazing out-of-classroom opportunities I've been given. And I just want to say that my dog can hold it better than all of yours.
Anytime you want to challenge her on that, Sam, you feel free, okay? Okay, we'll start the receiving line. Please visit and have an enjoyable afternoon. Thank you, guys.